Okay, so let's think about our numbers, our artillery, state our troops are going to be in the terrain. Fact of the matter is we're meeting them in a mountainous region, so how can we use that to our advantage being mostly water-based?
Oh, no, we're not just water-based. We have an archer.
There's going to be a moderator caucus with
Okay,
no
fantastic.
speaking time. Chair's
Oh, why don't we just use their own tactics against them? Fire arrow them. I mean, there's no reason not to give them a taste of their own medicine since we're giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Well, as long as we have to surround the city.
We'll flush them out of the hills and get...
Nah, actually, I don't think that'd be.
No, we should just surround the city and launch fireworks and just escape.
Point blank, we have to make sure that though utilizing the hills, we don't draw the attack into the hills because frankly, that will put them at the advantage. So what we need to do is make sure that the hills are secured and that the battle does not move into it but remains in the valley. So we need to somehow figure out how we're going to sequester these troops and keep them in the valley while using the hills to our advantage. So yes, I'm in favor of fire arrows, but I just need to make sure that the fighting does not escalate into the hills.
We should really just, seek to trap them. This is trap them in the valley.
Fire arrows from the hill.
Trap them in the valley.
Yeah,
Make sure there's no escape.
Fire arrows from
We
the
have
hill.
enough forces to completely surround them.
From the hills, but
Yeah.
if
That sounds good, that
things
we'll get
look
in.
like they are moving into the hills in giant quantities to confront our troops, then we need to make sure that we move out of the hills and keep them in the valleys.
Either way, we're going to have the higher
That is like a
ground.
contingency.
What if
plan or
we,
something.
hold on. What if we tried to lure them into a false thinking that the valley is supposed to be the battleground? So we pretend to meet them, like have some troops be there in the valley of ours. We have them meet us in the valley, but in reality, all our forces are much bigger forces are in the hills. And they're all trapped.
Yeah.
We may sacrifice a few of the guys, but they are screwed.
Is it spring right now?
It sounds, yeah.
So our battle will be taking place in summer. So if we can somehow get them into the forest where they could potentially suffer from heat stroke.
Well, if we get them in the forest, they're going to be able to slip away.
No.
It's the issue. It's hard to
I think we want them in that valley. I think we want them trapped in the valley.
I'm going to make the point that
I'm just
what we really don't want is a forest is a much bigger issue at heat stroke good. We have a
Yes.
lot of archers. If we don't use our archers, we cannot kill Guan Yu. Our big advantage, we have some guy that reads archer. And if we have a good archer, we can snipe. And if we can snipe, we can kill every little we want to and squelch them like the bugs they are and we'll rend their flesh from their bones and stab them with remnants.
I think following them out of the city into the valley and then firing on them. It's just that I think it's the best.
I do want to contain
Obliterate or
them.
occupy. You know, like one of the things that we need to keep in mind here is that we have a significant advantage in force. So there's being cute, and then there's simply crushing them because we have more than a 2-to-1 odds.
I really like
You know?
simply crushing them.
Yeah, I mean, like I think that we need to show intelligence in this, but we don't need to get too fancy because we have more than a 2-to-1 odds with a significant amount of solid generals.
We can't simply rely on brute force. Yes, we outnumber them, however,
Agreed.
they have the advantage in the terrain if we're not smart about this, and the weather is a factor. In fact, it gets hot in the summer here, so we need to make sure that our troops remain at the advantage.
We also really need to minimize our losses.
Yes,
If
exactly.
we just go in a brute force way, we'll crush them, but it's a difference between losing 10,000 of our guys and losing, 20,000.
Yeah, we need to be intelligent about it, but
I'm really going for the trap them in the valley plan.
That's why we're going to trap them in the valley, just because then we can contain them and just rain down arrows on them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just feel like if we, funnel them to the forest, then they're just going to be able to kind of spread out and go wherever they want. And John Yu's probably going to get away. And then the army could disperse and then reappear somewhere else.
Well, we don't even necessarily funnel them into the forest. However, if they get into the forest, we want to make sure that they have no choice to fully retreat. If we can somehow surround the forest and make sure that they stay there and essentially...
Can't surround.